In today's machine learning class, we will start the next chapter from first unit, that is preparing to model. Here we will see the preparation activities, detailed process of machine learning, and summary of steps and activities involved in machine learning. The machine learning activity. The very first step of any of the machine learning activity starts with data only. First, let us take example for supervised machine learning. In the supervised machine learning, so this is the supervised machine learning model. So this model we need to train by using training data set. Okay, this is the first step. When come to second step, this model should be tested by using testing data set. Testing data set. Okay, two steps are there. Okay, so here for training we have to use the labeled data. For testing, no need to give the labeled, that the model will find the label of this given data. So this is called a supervised machine learning. When come to unsupervised machine learning, there is no labeled data, that is the input data does not have any label, no need of training. Okay, so the model needs to find the pattern of input data. The model have to find the pattern of the data. For identifying this pattern, a thorough review and exploration of data is very important. Okay, for this we need to understand the data, that is understand the type of data and the quality of data as well as the relationship between the data, right. So the thorough review is very important here. For that we need to understand the type of data, the quality of data and relationship between the data. So based on that only the multiple pre-processing activities to be done on the given input data set. That is, before the input given to machine learning activities, the pre-processing activities are very important. Then only the output will be, we will get only the expected output, right. And now let us see the data preparation activities. Here we need to follow 6 steps for data preparation. Okay, the first one is understand the type of the data. That is, the data we are given to input for this model. Before that we need to understand the type of data. And second one, explore the data to understand the nature and quality. That is, we need to understand the nature and quality of data, right. And third one, explore the relationship among the data elements, right. This is the third one. And fourth one, the potential issues in the data. If there is any issues, we need to find out those issues. And the fifth one is do the necessary remediation. If there is any issue, then we have to do some required remediation. Okay, that is include the missing data values if required. Okay, and the sixth one is apply pre-processing steps if necessary, right. So these are the data preparation activities for the given input data. When come to data pre-processing, there are 3 steps. First one is data cleaning, data transformation and data reduction. Okay, these 3 are very important steps in data pre-processing. Okay, when we come to data cleaning, 2 different types are there. First one is missing data and second one is noisy data. We need to identify the missing data and we need to identify the noisy data. When come to missing data, sometimes ignore the tuple or fill the missing value. We need to fill the missing value. For filling missing value, there are different methods are there. And when come to noisy data, so binning method, regression method, clustering methods are there to remove and identify the noisy data, right. So this is data cleaning. When come to data transformation, 4 different methods are there. First one is normalization, attribute selection, discretization and concept hierarchy generation. So these 4 will come under data transformation. And when come to data reduction, again 4 different methodologies are there. First one is data cube aggregation, attribute subset selection, numerosity reduction and dimensionality reduction. Okay, these four are the data reduction methodologies. So these are the data pre-processing methodology. Okay, so in data pre-processing, the first one is data cleaning, second one is data transformation and third one is data reduction. Once the data preparation activity is completed, then the learning task will start. Okay, it will start the following activities. The first one is the input data is first divided into two parts. Okay, first one is training data set and second one is testing data set. Okay, so these two will come under supervised learning only. When come to unsupervised learning, there is no need of dividing the data into two parts. Okay, and second one, consider different models or learning algorithms for selection. Okay, for selecting the training data, there are different models are there and algorithms also there. We need to select the suitable algorithm for selecting the training data, right? And train the model based on training data. Train the model based on training data for supervised learning problem and apply that to the unknown data. Unknown data is nothing but test data, right? And the fourth one is directly apply the chosen unsupervised model. Okay, this is unsupervised model on the input data for unsupervised learning system. So here when come to unsupervised model, no need to divide the data into two parts, training and testing, isn't it? So directly we have to give the data to our model, right? The detailed process of machine learning. So after the model is selected, then we need to follow 4 steps. Okay, so the input data is given to preparing to model. So in the preparing to model, we need to prepare the data, preparing the data to our model. Okay, see, once the data is prepared, then that will be given to step 2, that is the learning model. Once the learning is completed, then step 3 will be there, that is called as performance evaluation. So we need to evaluate this particular learning model. So once the performance evaluated, then step 4 is there, that is performance improvement. If there is any improvement required, means that improvement will be taken place. Okay, so let us see all those things in somewhat detail in the next slide. And now let us see somewhat detail about all the 4 steps. That is, what are the activities will be performed in all the 4 steps. The first one is preparing to model. So in the preparing to model, these are the activities will be done in this model. First one is understand the type of input data and understand the quality of data and the relationship among the data. Okay, these 3. After that, find the potential issues in the data and remediate data. If there is any issue, then we need to remediate the data, and if required, we need to apply the pre-processing steps. The first one is dimensionality reduction, feature subset selection, and if we want, we can apply the other steps also. Okay, data pre-processing. So this is the preparing the data model. Preparing the data model. And second one is learning data, that is model learning. So when come to this step, the data partitioning, model selection, cross validation will be done. Okay, in step 2. When come to step 3, the performance evaluation, here these 2 are going to be done here. The first one is examine the model performance and visualizing performance trade-off. Visualizing those performance. Okay, examining the model performance and visualize the performance. So that will be done in the step 3. When come to step 4, that is performance improvement. Okay, so this is performance evaluation, and if there is any issues, then we need to improve that performance. Here, turning model, ensembling, bagging, boosting. So these 4 activities will be there in step 4. So far we have seen the introduction part of machine learning activities, and in our forthcoming classes we will see the detail about all the activities, right? And if you not yet subscribed this channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon for immediate notification. Thank you.